needs a daddy. But where's the one for me? Rich or poor, I don't care who. If he hasn't got a million, then a half will do.
Hello everyone, this is Mary.
I'm Buso.
And welcome to the Art of Finding a Daddy. Today, our topic is going to be all about flirting, and I'm very curious to see where the conversation goes today.
Yeah.
We already got someone really excited to talk about this. So I guess we're going to keep with a similar format where we're just going to start off like, what is flirting? Because sometimes I'm lost. I'm like, is this flirting? Are we friends? Is this a hangout? I'm so confused sometimes. People tell me I'm flirting when I'm not. I think I'm flirting and I'm just like trying to use Jedi mind tricks to get the guy over here. Let's talk about that.
I do that too. Sometimes I'll just like say, oh yeah, I was just flirting with you, or I was just messing with you. I use messing a lot, especially when I don't want the guy to know that I actually genuinely like him. But I also mess with my friends too. There's not really a way. I mean, there is kind of a way for a guy to know if I like touch his arm or something, then that should signify that I kind of like you, because I'm not really a touchy person when it comes to people I don't know. But if I go out of my way to touch or stroke a guy's arm, then that means, that I kind of am crushing on him.
Okay, I got you.
So, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I think for me, because I'm just a lost soul in these streets, I know what flirting is not. And I guess, ladies, you know it too. You've seen like the look of terror on the girl's face across the room in the function where she's like clearly like blinking 5 times, Morse code, like get me out of here. And I know, I guess, yeah, I know like we as women have like more intuition, but sometimes I see some stuff, or I've been through some stuff, I'm like, how does the guy not know that I want to either punch him in the throat or like I don't want to be here? Because sometimes there's like guys think you being nice is like flirting, and sometimes you're just like, yeah, and you're doing that like awful like forced smile, like
Yeah.
It's like, that's so funny. Oh my god, my friend's over there, let me go, I'm a hostage.
Not if you don't want to be mean and just tell them straight up. I know I do that. I will do it, but I usually like to be blunt. I'm a very blunt person, and I will try to say it to you. I'm not interested. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. I'm flattered. I will say those type of things, but if it's like somebody I know, like intimately, like my friends or like my family, I will tell you straight up. But if it's somebody outside of that and I feel like I can't say anything to you, I just will try to like go around it so it doesn't seem like I'm being mean or that I'm being disrespectful to you. Okay.
No, that's really good. I guess in that kind of same vein, I mean, what you were mentioning before, there is a lot of overlap. There can be overlap between like how you play with your friends versus flirting. I mean, there's a couple of them. Like, I don't know if you know this, and I pay attention when I do that, and like I see it around too. Like when there's a guy and a girl that they really like each other, like, you know that kind of look, you're just like looking up with like adoration, like
they look at puppies.
Yeah,
how
like
puppies look at their owners.
Yeah, like when you see that look, like, yo, it's over. Like, I don't care if you tell your whole group, oh, we just friends. Y'all two are the ones that like just get in a relationship already, like, or like just get together already.
Get a room. Anyway,
that's what y'all doing, some extra stuff. But that look is really
which we don't condone. Anyway,
unless we want to get sponsored. Let me stop. But that, I think that's like the big, besides of course like touch, because I'm not a touchy-feely person, and like if someone's going out their way, like y'all were across the room and y'all been like trying to narrow the gap between each other, y'all talking like what's that mint commercial, Trident something commercial, it's like you be within that intimate space, like y'all are talking like
in your bubble.
In the bubble, like you are not just like side by side glancing, y'all making solid eye contact. There's some arm touch, like, oh, stop it, like like oh, you're like, there's just some stuff, it's like everyone and their mom is like, if y'all don't hurry up and get together or like stop,
make a baby on the floor. Anyway.
I mean like a dance floor, that might be something different. Do you have any other like big tells? I know you really touched it with like the physical content, but for me, like when I see that look, or like when I catch myself doing that look, I'm like,
or telling jokes. Like, I'm a funny person, or I'd like to believe that I okay, maybe not funny necessarily, but maybe corny. And I'm corny. And I like guys who are funny. You know, I like them to like tell me either they can be corny trash jokes because I tell corny jokes, and sometimes I just laugh at my own jokes, and that's okay.
Love yourself.
Yeah. And I'm okay with being a corny person, and I love to tell jokes, even if I'm the only one laughing. I want a guy to also make me laugh, because I actually go out of my way to make a guy laugh. If it's somebody who I like, like I'll make my family and my friends laugh too. But if I'm like texting you and I'm like steadily texting you and I'm trying to be funny about everything, and you're like, "Oh, what are you doing?" and I'll be like, "Not you." That's kind of like a joke. I think it's a joke.
No, I think that's funny. And I think that's also good. It's like you're staying in someone's messages. I'm talking about like all kinds of hours, and you really, because when a lady does not like you, it is very clear, besides her body language, the way she talks to you, like you will be a friend forever. Like, this is where like I'm putting my hand out in front of me, like even the conversation, like she don't like you, she not texting you after like 7 p.m. maybe. Like she's not, she's like, "Oh man, I was tired." Like,
at 7 p.m.
or whatever. No,
yeah,
that's trifling.
Girls will do that though.
That's a little bit trifling. All right, give it at least to like a 9, 10. But like there's a cutoff hour. It's like, all right, I'm not gonna hit you good morning because I don't really. Why? I can tell my family, my friends, my boo, good morning, but we not on that level. So it's like you hit, you know, there's some clear stuff. It's like, okay, they're gonna get back to you later. I'm sure guys can do it too. I'm not gonna get back to you instant.
Yeah, guys do that too. A lot of guys, if they're not really genuinely interested in you, and maybe they're just interested in having sex with you, or they're just interested in just having
playing.
Playing with you, they will take their time to text you. If a guy is genuinely interested in you, he will not stop thinking about you all day long, and he will text you and text you and text you. I mean, when
maybe even
not
a
in
call.
Even
Crazy.
Call.
Wow. 20 millennials, 2018.
Wow. He'll want to talk to you and spend all of his extra time being able to talk to you. Even if he's really busy, he will find time to talk to you. And that's another thing.
Amen. Preach.
Because a guy would be like, "Oh, I'm so busy, blah, blah, blah." No, you're not. If you're not too busy, if your mama called you, I know that you would be answering it. So you're not too busy to answer my text message, or you're not too busy. It's a 2 seconds. 2 seconds to just text back. But no, I'm too busy. Da, 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 da. I had da, 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 da. Oh, da, 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 da. I'm like, please. Boy, please.
Boy, bye.
We know that you weren't too busy, because if I can make time for you and I have a super busy day, then you can definitely make time for me if you're just sitting at home on your mama's couch.
Ooh, dang. So all the mama couches, guys, you need to wake up. If you all like 1% of guys that'd be tuning in to the Art of Finding a Daddy, I know your life. I know what you're looking for. But yeah, I think definitely you have as much time for a woman or a man as you allow. If you want to get caught up with the "I'm busy" excuse, it's probably, if you are really that like jam packed, you probably shouldn't be trying to squeeze in a man's or a girl or whatever, depending on the gender. You probably not trying to squeeze in a partner or trying to squeeze in like dates. And if you are really like minute to minute, like you are working overtime, you got this other hustle, it's probably not the best time. Or you gotta kind of put that disclaimer out there, like, yo, to who you're talking to, I don't have like 24/7 time. And I guess to start, you shouldn't be giving someone 24/7 time. Like, you shouldn't be giving them like that.
But you should have if you want a relationship and you want a long lasting relationship, you're gonna have to invest time, energy, money,
facts,
on both sides, facts, to be able to build up to having a good relationship. Because there are just certain expectations that come with a relationship in general. You know, flirting is one aspect of that. But you know, you should flirt as long as you can. Like, even some married couples, the husband won't even refer to his wife as his wife. He'll refer to her as his girlfriend, you know, keeping things light and keeping them like cute and airy and still having that like new feeling. My sister, she's been married for almost 7 years now, and she often calls her husband her boyfriend and stuff like that, just to kind of keep things cute, and that it keeps things still fresh, you know. Even though she has 2 kids now, she still calls him her boyfriend. Yep, my baby daddy. She'll play around with him, and it's such a cute thing to do. You know, that honeymoon phase should stay a while. I think that the honeymoon should stay a while. If a guy is trying to make you go through so much stuff during
The honeymoon.
just the talking part, if he's making you just go through so much while you're talking to him, and
Triggered. Actively
That's-
triggered.
that's no.
It's not
If
worth
he's
it.
like, oh, you need to ride with me, do this for me, da 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 da.
Looking for ride or die.
Who is you?
Who am I riding for?
You can be like, you can block his number, or you can just stop returning his text and be like, oh, who this? Your number, who this? I mean, just changing up on him.
I'm weak. I second and third while you do need to give a certain level of attention, especially you have someone, I guess, in your sights and you guys are feeling each other. You don't need to like necessarily play games. I'm not gonna advocate for like playing games, especially if like you guys both already know you like each other. And of course, when you get into a relationship, you're gonna have to give a level of time. You can't just like put it on the back burner for a week and then check in, unless I guess that's how y'all communicate. But for the most part, you gotta.
Who does that?
I don't know.
Unless he's like military bay or something.
Yeah.
But besides that,
That's
you
different.
need to be talking to your mans if you can, at least every day. I think that's the minimum.
Every day. Let me see.
Every day.
I think.
So
Let me
really,
see. No. I'm not trying to. No. Whoa. Before she flames me, in this podcast,
I know.
there was a time when I was like, yeah, every day, multiple times a day. I think
Not every multiple times a day. I'm just saying like at least once a day.
once a day to talk.
To talk. If you don't like, that's if you don't live in like the same state or the same city.
Oh, okay. That's.
But if
different.
you live like in close proximity, you can at least talk multiple times a day, or go out to lunch with them, or go out to dinner, or just show up at their workplace just to like bring them flowers. Like, guys, that's a great initiative for you guys. Or the girl could show up there just to like say, hey, I just brought you lunch. I was just by your workplace. Those are cute little things you can do.
Oh, no, I think that's good. I don't know. I think now, like, every day, that's cool. It's not going to bother me, like, oh, cramping my line. But I think I could do every other day. I could do every other day if it had to be to that level. I think I'd be cool. If
I could not.
If we are, like... If
I
we're,
needed morning text.
Need morning text. Oh, no. Oh, you mean all kinds of... I thought you mean, like, voice. Like,
No. All kinds of communication.
oh, okay. No, that's different. No, I'm saying, like, for, like, talking
Like, at
FaceTime.
least one communication.
Yeah.
It doesn't have... I mean, I'm not saying that you have to call on the phone every day. No. But I mean, like, at least...
Some kind of
talk.
something. Yeah. Okay, no, I'm with you. Yeah. I was thinking, like, I could do, like, a phone FaceTime, whatever, every other day, whatever. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, I think, yeah, something cute to think about you. Like, morning. If y'all are... At that point, y'all are together. Y'all about to be together, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And if you're not together, don't be acting like you're together. You're not taken.
Ooh.
The only person you're taken by is God, okay?
God.
Yep.
Jesus, ladies, do not forget. I don't care how good dude is making you feel. I don't care how much good stuff he's telling you in your ear. If you are single, he is single too. Amen.
Yep. And until he gives you an official title, then you're not really together. He's your friend. Until that man really marries you, then he becomes something besides just your friend. And that's how I view it. Because
Explain, please.
that's how I view it. Like, if a guy, this is how I was taught in my family, and this is how a lot of people are brought up, not just in African culture, even in African American culture, that a guy is only your friend until he gives you that official title of you becoming his wife. Because at the end of the day, boyfriend, girlfriend is not something on paper. It will not. It's not stamped. It is not. It's not before God. It's not like you don't call your family members over to see that. You can just do that in the comfort of you guys. But when you get married, it's before God, it's before the government, it's before your friends and family. So
I'm sorry, this is where I'm gonna disagree with you, because
this is my stamp of approval that God is placing on your relationship, you know. That's how I feel.
Nah, I think as far as if you want to go with like the cultural thing, yeah, if you're trying to have a traditional African, Asian, foreign, y'all foreign, wherever y'all at, you know, I'm sure you probably understand the struggle, where it's like as far as you and the person, like y'all are friends because you're not going to introduce someone very early. You respect your folks enough that you're not going to introduce after 1 week, they're going to be open for Thanksgiving. Like, that's not how it works. But I'm saying here, before you again explain.
Would you introduce a guy as your boyfriend, or would you introduce him to your family as your friend first?
I'm not starting well, it depends. Are they like listening to my conversations? I'm older now. Like, there was a time when I'm like, this is my friend. But now that I'm older, I would wait. I'm not going to bring up boyfriend. They don't need to know. As far as my folks,
I'm you single. Introduce him first but you would probably introduce him closer to the time when you're about to get engaged or you're about to get married, and you're like, hey, this is this guy. This is my friend. He's really interested in me.
Nah, I'm not going to do that.
Well,
but I'm saying that what I'm saying is that, because if you go by the logic of like strictly like we are just friends, okay, so your friend cheats on you. Like, I think you have to take the relationship serious. I understand the idea.
But then both of you guys, that's what I think.
Yeah.
But to the outside, when you're talking about it to your family,
you are friends.
My brothers have had lots of girlfriends in their life.
Okay.
In their lifespan, and I've seen them come and go.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't marry those people. Mm-hmm. You know? They didn't marry those people. When it came down time for them to get married, they married who they married.
I mean, that's true too, but I don't know. I think I disagree with the idea of like, I understand that boyfriend, girlfriend, that title is a lot less permanent, obviously, than marriage. Doesn't have the same weight as marriage. I understand that, but I think that if you're taking it like in your own personal psyche, like, oh, you know, this is just a friend and y'all been together for like 6 years, like who knows however long y'all are dating, I think that's messed up. Now, how you bring them to your folks, that might be different, but I think I understand what you're getting at. You when you said that thing, that was a very controversial statement. It's like, oh, you know, we're just friends until we marry. Like, there's a hot take. So that was my response to that. I think I understand what you're saying. For the culture, you'd probably want to ease into it. I disagree a little bit with it, but the fundamental, like, slow down. We're not trying to introduce mans after a month, 2 months, 2 weeks. It's going to take a lot longer than that.
Yep.
Chelsea, was there anything else?
No. So this is the flirt game, and we went from there to everywhere. But
the editing room's going to love us. It's us. We don't have an editing people. We're not Vice, if you're listening. We're looking at you.
But thank you guys again. We really appreciate it. And this is the Art of Finding a Daddy, the flirt game.
Hey.
Hey. Bye.
Bye.